me when you can't trace me, because what God put inside of me is bigger than I can imagine, and I can't do this by myself. So they are together in the first law breakthrough, and then a second they come at the hour of prayer. They'll tell you, they say timing is everything. They came at 3 o'clock. They came at the hour of prayer. They came at a specific time, not specifically chronos time, chronological time, but this is a kairos moment. This is a moment of opportunity. This is a moment of breakthrough. This is the moment that God steps out of eternity into time and said, "It's your time coming up." Now you got to remember that Jesus done passed by this same gate before and never paid any attention to this man's problem. What do you do when Jesus passes by and doesn't pay any attention to what's going on in your life at all? Look at somebody and say, "Don't you worry, because he may not come when you want him, but he's always on." I wish I had somebody say, "Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning." That's why I stopped worried about how fast it's going to happen. They say, "Get off that clock. You got to get off your watch. You got to get on God's time." Tell you that God's time will allow you to go through hell with praise. God's time will allow you to lose your job and not lose your mind. God's time will allow the lights go off and you put on a candle and say, "We're going to eat in the dark." I wish I had somebody said, "I'm waiting on God's time." So it came at the opportune time. The time where destiny meets purpose. And all you've been going through all this time starts to make sense. All of the stuff that you had to pray for, because each prayer takes you higher in God. And Peter and John have been praying for a while now, and all of the combination of things that have happened to them brings them to a moment where somebody needs their help. Look at somebody and say, "You got to stop playing church, baby, because somebody needs your help." You got to stop playing like you're singing for God, because somebody needs your help. You got to stop acting like you're preaching. Somebody needs some help from you. Reach over around you and say, "Somebody needs some help." Now watch this, because God does not give us the name of this man. I like that, because he lets us know that this man could be any of us. Tell him, say, "This could be me." This man has a problem in his ankles that has affected his whole life. Anybody had a problem so long in one area of your life that it begins to affect the opportune areas of your life? Anybody ever been sick so long that you feel like you can't do nothing? You've been in a bad relationship so long you think nobody don't want you. You've been coming to church feeling nothing all these years. And now the press is telling you to trust God and lean not to your own understanding. Say, "I've been there, did that, and it seems like it's just not working." But tell you, they say, "But God." Oh, Jesus, have mercy. I just want to throw that out there and see if somebody can catch it. Somebody say, "But God."
But God.
But God. God knows how to turn things around when you don't even know it's getting ready to be turned. Oh, I said, God knows how to turn things around when you don't even know it's getting ready to be turned. So I want to thank God right now for turning stuff and I didn't even know what needed to be turned, but he turned it around. So this certain man who had an issue from, I'm almost through, from his mother's womb, carried daily. Somebody say daily. Number 3, law breakthrough is routine. Why is it that the bum will be at the tree every time he gets an opportunity with his bag in his hand, but we can't get folk to come to church when he gets sick? They not gonna like me right now, but please don't leave me here by myself. Why is it that the world has a routine of how they do things, and it seems to be working for us, but we won't even use the routine that God gives us to get out of some stuff? The Bible says, "Forbid not yourself to assemble to come together with the saints, because iron sharpens iron," and we can't even get you to come to church when it's raining. Oh, no, I didn't mean to go there. We can't even get you to come to church when somebody make you mad, somebody break up with you. Every time a problem comes, the first thing you do is, "I ain't going to church today. I'm going to stay home and pray." You ain't praying. You sitting there soaking in your mess, depressed, about to commit suicide, and you need to get around somebody with some fire and some encouragement. You need to get around the saints so they can snatch you out of that mess. Look at somebody say, "I ain't staying home and I'm with that baby. I'm going to stick to my routine." No matter what comes in my life, I'm sticking to my me. If I'm supposed to be in church, I'm going to church.
Amen.
What happened? The house burned down. Let's go to church.
Amen.
Y'all ain't saying nothing to me. That's why I am still going to church. I might not have as much money when I go, but I'm going. And when I leave there, I'm leaving with expectation. I wish I had somebody say I'm leaving there with more than I can. Dear brothers, this man had an ugly problem in an ugly place. Yeah, he did. He was at the gate called Beautiful. Yes, sir. Which brings me to the fourth law of breakthrough: excellence. You don't have to have a lot of money to be excellent. You don't have to have everything everyone else has to be excellent. But when God does something, it's always in the excellence. You know what I'm talking about. When God ever heals somebody, he doesn't just heal them, he makes them whole. You know that? Yeah, and whenever God does something, he always exceeds our expectation. The Bible says he does abundantly, exceeded abundantly above everything we can ask or think. Tell him to start thinking, baby. Wait a minute, you ain't doing enough thinking. Start thinking. Start expecting some stuff. Start saying, instead of I'm dying, I'm got to live. Start saying, instead of I'm poor, I'm rich. Start saying, instead of I'm weak, I'm strong. Start saying, instead of I'm out, say I'm in. Say that I'm blessed in the city, I'm blessed in the field, because I have an expectation of excellence. I might have grew up in the projects, but I ain't staying in the projects. I might have grew up poor, but I ain't staying poor. You ought to tell somebody, say, hey, what it look like, baby, I'm coming out of this. Because God calls us to excellence. Why would he put a broke down man who had to be carried by other men and put him in a place called beautiful? Because you got to stop looking at how it looks, and you got to pay attention to where God is sending you. You might come from the pit, but you're going to the palace. You might come from hell, but you're going to heaven. You might come from not having enough, but God is sending you more than enough. And every time you go to more than enough, don't mean you got it all together. There's some fixing that got to be done when you get to more than enough. Tell you this, I thank God right now. Because he brought me to places I didn't deserve to come. Anybody understand what I'm saying? He let me in doors I didn't deserve to go in. He gave me jobs I wasn't qualified for. You didn't say that to me. He let me pass that exam. Come on here now. He did stuff for me I couldn't do for myself. Look at somebody and say, because it's the spirit of excellence. You got an excellent spirit on the inside of you. Stop settling for less. Stop settling for last week. Stop settling for used to be. That Negro don't want you no more. Let him go. I said let him go. Get you somebody to see you for what you is. Because God is looking for excellence. Stop settling for Mr. Right now. Oh, I don't know who that was for. He's in a place of beautiful. And he sees Peter and John because he does not have access to the temple. He's only allowed on the outside of the temple. Because of religious customs, he was too broken to go in. But I'm glad Jesus flipped the script in the New Testament. He said, let the sick come. Let ye that are heavy laden come. Let ye that have burdens come. Look at that, come. Whatever you got going on, come. Because I'm not forsaking anybody or letting anybody out. I'm accepting everything. The fifth law of breakthrough is access. Peter and John had access to the temple where the man could not go as he was asking alms. And Peter and John fastened his eyes on them. And John said, look on us. Number 6, the law of focus. Because God has sometimes to put people in front of you or in your life that allows you to remain focused. You ought to thank God for the people that left. You ought to thank God for the rejection that you had, because rejection only means protection. God was protecting you from some crazy folk that were inviting you to a crazy world, and you would have lost your mind in the sins of others. But tell you this, I want to thank God for putting people in my life that made me keep for. I didn't like everything they my feelings sometimes, but they kept me focused. Tell you, they say, look on us. Because what you see is not what you're going to get. There's something bigger on the inside of me. Tell you, they say, look on me, baby. There's something on the inside that's greater. Is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Reach over around and say, they will look on us. So as he looked on them, I wonder what he saw. I wonder what he saw. I like him because despite of what he saw, perhaps he saw hope as he looked at Petra and the beloved. Because two opposites were attracted at the same time. You had hard-headed Peter and you had soft as cotton John. Oh, don't get mad at him. He was the one who laid his head on Jesus' breast. And all the other disciples didn't understand that he had an intimate relationship with the Father's Son. And the Father's Son, this is the disciple in whom I love. And God happens to put a rock and one that was real soft in front of this man and said, look on us. Because what's opposite is getting ready to track you breakthrough. What's opposite is getting ready to bring you out. You thought you had to have everything smooth. God doesn't work through smooth stuff all the time. Sometimes you have to go through some unfairness. Sometimes you have to go through some bitterness. Sometimes you got to be downright heartbroken and busted and disgusted. You have to be at your wit's end and God step right in right on time. But don't you get hung up on the messenger because you'll miss the message. Perhaps he looked on them and said, they're not dressed right. They don't look like somebody that can bring my breakthrough. And many times we miss God in church because we hung up on what somebody got on. We're hung up on what somebody said about them. We're hung up on what they did in their past. We're hung up because they're not speaking right. They're not educated. They driving a hoop and you think because they driving a hoop they ain't got no power.